Hey, what's going on, family? This is Andy Henriquez. I want to welcome you to the Thursday night show for your life motivational live stream. This is where you come each and every Thursday to get that little midweek pick me up. And so I'm thanking you so much for tuning in and joining me on the Thursday night show for your life motivational live stream. We're going to be getting started just momentarily. And I've got a message for you tonight. The message tonight is make room for your gift. Make room for your gift. Listen, I am certain of one thing, that you have a gift. You have a gift. There's something specifically. Now, you may not believe it. You may not even know what that gift is yet, but I can assure you, you have a very special gift. And the only question is, have you made room for your gift? Have you begun to develop your gift? Have you begun to leverage your gift so that you can see all the amazing things it's going to do for you? So we're going to get started in just a second. And of course, I want to welcome you to the Thursday night show for your life motivational live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get started just momentarily. Hey, what's going on, family? This is Andy Henriquez. Of course, I want to welcome you to the Thursday night show for your life motivational live stream. I thank you so much for joining me. Hey, do me a favor. As you're tuning in right now, go ahead and put in your city and your state so I can go ahead and give you a quick shout out. Now, hey, before we get started, let me just tell you something. I've got a special message for you tonight. Tonight's message is called Make Room for Your Gift. And so you hear it all the time. You've heard this quoted so many times. It's in scripture, and you hear people repeat it all the time, that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. But I believe that if people just focus on just that verse alone and don't understand that there's a responsibility on their behalf to make room for their gift, to develop their gift, to explore their gift, to strengthen their gift, that they're going to miss out on all the amazing things that their gift is going to be able to make room for them. And so let me just say this. You are in the right place. I want to thank you so much for joining me on the Thursday night show for your life motivational live stream. Tonight's message is called Make Room for Your Gift. And so one thing I can tell you for absolute certain is that you have a gift. There's something that is very special. There's something that's very unique to you. And you have to be willing. You have to be willing to work on this gift. You've got to explore this gift. You've got to develop this gift. And if you're willing to do those things, amazing things are going to begin to happen for you in your life. And so just make sure that you know exactly what your gift is. Make sure that you're developing it, that you're exploring it, and that you're implementing it every single day, because amazing things are going to happen. And so I've got a very special message for you. So as you're tuning in, do me a quick favor. Put in your city and your state. I want to go ahead and give you a quick shout out as you're tuning in for tonight's message. And so as you're tuning in, I just want to, of course, give you a very quick shout out. And once again, thank you so much, Lewis, for those of you listening in on the conference call line. So listen, before we get started on tonight's message, let me tell you something. Tonight's message is specifically for those of you who have a gift. And you might be saying, well, Andy, I don't know if I have a gift. Guess what? If you can hear my voice right now, you have a gift. Now, you may not know exactly what your gift is. You may not have developed your gift. Maybe perhaps you've been running away from your gift. Maybe you've been hiding from your gift. Maybe you have somehow convinced yourself that you don't have a gift, but I can assure you of this. You do have a gift. And you've heard this over and over again. People quote it all the time for scripture, that your gift will make room for you and that your gift will bring you before great men. But I want you to understand this, that before your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men and women, you have to first make room for your gift. I'm going to say that one more time. Before your gift will make room for you, before your gift will create opportunities for you, before your gift will begin to change your financial background, before your gift will open up doors for you, before your gift will put you in position to travel all around the world, before your gift is going to allow you to make the level of impact that you're going to make, you have to first make room for your gift. And I think that many people miss out on that part, that they're just waiting and they're hoping that their gift is going to do all these amazing things for them, but they haven't first made room for their gift. In other words, they haven't begun to develop their gift. They haven't begun to work on their gift. They haven't begun to explore their gift. They haven't begun to cultivate their gift. And so if you know you have a gift or you're still trying to figure out what your gift is, let me just tell you, you are in the right place. So before we get started, let me give a quick shout out to a couple people. I want to say what's up to Darren calling in from Baltimore. Hey, Myra out in Texas. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Hey, Siraj out in Los Angeles. And everybody, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in for tonight's message. Do me a quick favor as you're jumping on right now. Go ahead and hit the share button, because I know that there's somebody that you're connected to that needs to hear tonight's message. There's somebody that you know that has a gift. They're sitting on their gift and they need to hear tonight's message. And so once again, let me just frame this for you so I can help you to understand where we're going with tonight's message. You've heard it over and over again. You've heard this repeatedly. It's quoted all the time out of scripture. You hear people talk about it on major platforms. You've heard it in sermons. You've heard it on TV. You've seen it during interviews. You hear people throw this out all the time. And here's what they say. And they're really getting this from scripture. And I get that. They got it from the Bible. And what it says is that your gift will make room for you, and your gift will bring you before great men. And so what it means is that your gift, whatever that gift is, that it can open up doors for you. It can create opportunities for you that you can't even begin to imagine. However, here's what I got to say for you. Here's what I want you to understand. Before your gift will make room for you, before your gift begins to open up doors for you, before your gift puts you in front of great men and great women, before your gift allows you to travel around the world, before your gift allows you to make a whole lot of money, before your gift allows you to have fame and popularity, before your gift allows you to do all these amazing things, understand this, that there is first a responsibility on your end. And that responsibility is that you have to first make room for your gift. You've got to make room for your gift. And I want you to understand this because I believe that there's far too many people who, number one, they haven't even begun to explore what their gift is. Or maybe they understand what their gift is, but they've been playing around on their gift. And what they haven't done is they haven't yet begun to make room for their gift. Well, you might be saying, well, Andy, how do you make room for your gift? Like, how do you begin to make room for your gift? First of all, here's what I want you to understand. Part of the way that you make room for your gift is you've got to be willing to take a chance on your gift. You've got to be willing to take a chance on your gift. You say, well, Andy, what do you mean by that? Here's what I mean by that. There's a lot of people who get compliments, and there are people who tell them that they have a gift. They say, man, you know what? You've got a great voice. Oh, my goodness, you are just so creative. Oh, my goodness, you seem to be just this natural leader. Oh, my goodness, you have this amazing creativity. Oh, my goodness, you're just this amazing artist. Oh, my goodness, you should write a book. And there's people who are able to identify what their gift is. And they look at those people who give them the compliments and they say, oh my gosh, you really think I should? You really think I should start the business? You really think I should go after my goals and my dreams? You really think I should become an entrepreneur? You really think I should take on a full-time singing career? You really think I should try to become a professional speaker? You really think I should write a book? And so there are other people who identify their gift. And then here's what happens. They can't see it for themselves. So they never take a chance on their gift. They never, ever decide to go all in on their gift. And so their gift just ends up being something that they get complimented on. It just ends up being something that is just a part of their conversation, or it becomes a hobby, but they never take a chance on their gift. In other words, they never are willing to fully make room for their gift. And so part of making room for your gift is understand this. You've got to be willing to take a chance on your gift. Listen, I reached out to one of my cousins earlier today, and I was like, girl, you know what? I'm getting ready for my message tonight, and I need you to refresh my memory on your story. And so I remember as a little kid that my cousin had this dream to become a professional makeup artist. And so I remember when she was just first entertaining the idea, where it was just like a thought, it was just the idea. And she was saying, you know what? I would love to become like a professional makeup artist. And there are people telling her, like, girl, if you want to become a professional makeup artist, you got to move out to like New York, or you got to move out to California. Like, if you're serious about developing this gift, if you're serious about doing something special with it, you got to be willing to like go where the action is happening. And things are happening in New York. Things are happening in California. And so I remember when she was just thinking about it. And then I'll never forget this. It was 1992. She decided to take a chance on her gift. She decided that she was going to make room for her gift. And she decided she was going to move out to California. So she moved all the way from Florida, moved completely across the state, moved out to California, did not have a job waiting on her, did not know exactly what things were going to look like, but she just decided to make room for her gift. She decided to just take a chance. And understand this, when she got out to California, I want you to understand this. When she got out to California, part of her making room for her gift, she was working as an assistant to a makeup artist and making $0. In other words, she was not getting paid. She was working as an assistant for a makeup artist, and she was doing that just so that she could develop the gift, just so that she could learn more, so she can understand more about the profession, so she can understand how to position herself, so that she can develop the gift that was already in her. When she would apply her own makeup, people were like, girl, you do makeup so nice and so fly, you should become a makeup artist. But see, sometimes people just giving you a compliment, it doesn't mean that you could just jump out there and do what you're doing right now professionally. It means oftentimes that you got to be willing to develop the gift and work on it. So here my cousin is. She moves from Florida all the way out to California. When she gets to California, to make room for her gift, to develop her gift, she's working as an assistant, a makeup assistant for somebody else, and she's getting paid $0. And she's working little part-time jobs here and there so that she can pay her bills as she develops her gift, as she works on her gift. This was 1992. Listen, I'm talking about 6 years later, she's still just volunteering. 6 years later, she's still just developing the gift. 6 years later, 1998, she's still just working on the gift. She's developing the gift. She's working as an assistant. She's making $0, and she's working part-time job to be able to pay her bills and to be able to survive. And it would be 6 years later where she finally decided to go all in. 6 years later, she took a little 3-week part-time gig. And after that 3-week part-time gig, she decided to go all in. When I say all in, she decided to give up all the part-time gigs, and she decided to pursue this makeup artist job full time. And I want you to understand now, it has been 20 years now. And my cousin is a full-time makeup artist out in California. She's been able to put makeup on the faces of some of the biggest Hollywood stars, on some of the most amazing top supermodels, and she's had a 20-year career as a makeup artist. Now, there are some people who would look at her right now and see that she's been working in the area of her gifting and say, oh my gosh, you're so gifted, you're so amazing. If only I had your level of gifting, if only I had your level of talent, then I would take a chance on my gift. Then I would do what I want to do full time. Then I would become a full-time entrepreneur, the full-time speaker, the full-time coach, the full-time author, the full-time singer, whatever it is that you have the desire to do that's around your gifting. I'm telling you, there's people who look at her right now and say, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. You're so blessed. How amazing it is. You have this amazing gift and it's made all this room. But they don't understand that before her gift was able to make room for her, before her gift allowed her to show up on sets of big time movies, before her gift allowed her to be on the sets of major shows out in Hollywood, before her gift allowed her to apply makeup on the faces of some of the biggest Hollywood stars and of some of the best and most amazing top models out there, guess what? She had to first make room for her gift. And part of her making room for her gift, she had to go from just looking at her gift as just being a hobby to her being willing to take a chance on her gift. And so my thing to you is, are you willing to take a chance on your gift? I mean, what is your gift, number one? And number two, are you willing to take a chance on your gift? Like, are you willing to go all in? Are you willing to develop this gift that you have? Are you willing to stop treating your gift like it's a hobby and actually decide that you're going to go all in and develop it and work on it so that ultimately it will create opportunities for you, so that ultimately it will allow you to generate income beyond your wildest belief, so that ultimately it will open up doors for you. But understand this, that before your gift will bring you before great men and great women, you have to first make room for your gift. And part of making room for your gift is you got to take a chance on your gift. And so I want you to understand this. There's a lot of things that we decide to go a bet. You know, we bet on so many things in life. But I want you to understand this, that the most important bet that you will ever make is that you've got to bet on your own gifts. You got to bet on yourself. You got to be willing to bet on your gifts. Do me a favor in the comment section, put bet on your gift, bet on your gift. Because listen, if you're going to place a bet in life, right? There's people who go all the time. They go to casinos. They make little friendly wagers with their friends and their family members. Listen, if you're going to place a bet, I'm going to tell you the best place for you to place a bet. I don't gamble. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you are going to place a bet, the one place that you want to place a bet, you want to bet on yourself. Like you want to bet on your gift. You want to bet on your talents, on your skills. Now, I do understand that for some of you, as you're hearing this, you're struggling with this because you're still trying to figure out what your gift is and what your talent is. And if you're still struggling for that, I'm going to invite you to start asking people who are closest to you, people that you really value their opinion. What is it that they believe is your gift? What is it that they can see that maybe perhaps you can't see? And for you, just when you're trying to think of what your gift is, I want you to think about what are some of the things that come easily to you that other people struggle in that area. What is something that you really love to do? I mean, you get lost doing it. What is something that when you do, you're able to make impact? You're able to touch and impact lives when you do it. What is your gift? What is your area of gifting? Now, once you've identified that area of gifting, let me help you to understand. Before your gift, understand this, before your gift will make room for you, because we hear people say it all the time. They're quoting scripture. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And we've seen many people deliver powerful message, trying to tell people your gift is going to make room for you. Your gift is going to open up doors. Your gift is going to help you to make money. Your gift is going to help you to impact lives. That's all good and dandy. But make no mistake about it, that the only way that your gift is going to make room for you, you must first make room for your gift. You've got to develop that gift. You've got to cultivate that gift. You've got to explore that gift. You've got to grow that gift. And the more that you make room for your gift, the more that your gift will make room for you. Understand that. Listen carefully. The more that you make room for your gift will make room for you. I hope that you wrote that down. Listen. The more that you make room for your gift, the more that your gift will make room for you. There's a lot of people that you will never, ever hear of. And part of the reason why you will never, ever hear from them is not because they don't have the gift. It's not because they don't have the gift of leadership. It's not because they don't have the gift of speaking. It's not because they don't have the gift to sing. It's not because they don't have the gift of creativity. It's not because they don't have the gift of business and business administration. The reason why you would never hear of them is not because they don't possess the gift. The reason why you would never hear of them is because they never take time to develop the gift. It's because they never take the time to actually grow the gift. It's because they never take time to make room for the gift. And so I want you to think about what your gift is, and I want you to start thinking about what can you do to begin to work on that gift and to begin to cultivate that gift. Listen, if you know somebody right now that has a gift, and they've been sitting on their gift, do me a favor, hit the share button and share this message because they need to hear this. I can't tell you how many people that I come across that are so talented, that are so gifted, but they don't believe in their gift. They can't see it for themselves. And because of that, they haven't taken the time to actually develop it. And so what I want you to understand something is this. First thing I want you to understand is that if you can hear my voice right now, one thing I can tell you with absolute certainty, listen, the one thing I can tell you is that you have a very special gift. You have a special gift. Like nobody else on the planet has this gift. This gift has been specifically given to you. It's been given to you so that you can leverage it, so that you can work the gift, so that you can make impact, and so that you can change lives. Now, listen carefully. Just because you have been given the gift, it doesn't mean that you will understand or that you will get an opportunity to fully be able to see what the gift is able to do. In order for you to fully explore your gift, in order for you to see the magnitude of your gift, in order for you to see the places that your gift will take you, the people that your gift will allow you to impact and touch, in order for you to really be able to experience the fullness of your gift, you have to first be willing to make room for your gift. And you have to stop treating your gift as if it is just a hobby. There are people every single day, what they do is they work on their job full time. They work on the thing that they're not passionate about full time. They work on doing something that they're not really serious about full time. And then they treat their gift as a hobby. Their gift is just something that they do every once in a while. Their gift is something that they give just a couple hours to every week, if that at all. Their gift is just something that they periodically, once in a while, decide to pull out of the closet and explore. And really, it needs to be vice versa. You need to be fully committed to your gift. You need to work on your gift. You need to take a chance on your gift. And you need to be willing to go all in on your gift. Listen carefully. Listen to me carefully. I got my degree in accounting. I was a CPA. I was working with one of the largest professional service firms in the world, a company by the name of PricewaterhouseCoopers. And I'm telling you right now, the gift that I had of communication, the gift that I had to be able to connect with people, I always possessed the gift. The gift was in me. But I want you to understand, I could have gone my entire life just working as an accountant, working as a CPA, and I could have lived a very comfortable life. And I would have had a very fulfilling career as an accountant. But I want you to understand, had I maintained that role as an accountant, the gift would have always been there, but the gift would have never been developed to the magnitude that it would have put me in front of national television. The gift would have never developed in the magnitude that I would have spoken in another country. The gift would have never developed into a magnitude that companies like Bacardi, Office Depot, Accenture, Platt & Whitney, NASA would hire me to come in and speak. The gift would have never developed to a magnitude where I would be delivering keynote messages in front of audiences of hundreds of people and even thousands of people. I want you to understand this. The gift would have been there. But because of the fact that I would have not made room for the gift, because of the fact that I would have not have taken a chance on the gift, I would have never had an opportunity to explore the magnitude of what the gift was possible of bringing to me. Listen, I had to pinch myself over the past couple of years with things that have happened as a result of me working on my gift and developing my gift. I had to pinch myself the first time I got in front of an audience of thousands of people and I had the opportunity to speak. I had to pinch myself the first time I had the opportunity to be interviewed on radio. I had to pinch myself the first time I had an opportunity to be on national television. I had to pinch myself the first time I was in Black Enterprise and Huffington Post. I had to pinch myself. But I want you to understand this. All of those things were a result of me making room for my gift. All of those things were a result of me deciding to make room for my gift and taking a chance on my gift. And so what I want you to understand is you've got to be willing to take a chance on your gift. And I want you to get this. You were designed to be known for something. There's something that you were designed to be known for. You weren't designed to be known for the person who just went to school, got a job, worked really hard at the job so that you can just pay your bills, right? That's not what you were designed to be known for. You weren't designed to just be known for the person who was hanging in there. I hate when I ask people, how you doing? They talk about hanging in there. You weren't designed to just be living just, so-so, I'm trying to make it, we're doing okay. That's not what you were designed for. Listen, you were designed to be known for your area of gifting. I want you to get this. You were designed to be known for your gift. There are certain people, if I say their name, you're going to immediately associate them with their gift. If I say to you, the late Michael Jackson, immediately you're going to think of Michael Jackson and you're also going to think of his gift. If I were to say to you right now, Tony Robbins, you would think of Tony Robbins, but then immediately you would think of his gift. If I were to tell you Oprah Winfrey, you would think of Oprah Winfrey, but you would think of her gift. If I were to tell you about Steve Jobs, you would think of Steve Jobs, but you would think of his gift. If I were to say Maya Angelou, you would think of Maya Angelou, but you would think of also her gift. If I were to tell you John F. Kennedy, you would think of John F. Kennedy, but you would also think of his gift. If I were to tell you of Mother Teresa, you would think of Mother Teresa, but you would also think of her gift. Understand this. You were made to be known for your gift. And so there are many people that you will never, ever hear of their name, not because of the fact that they didn't have the gift, but because of the fact that they never made room for their gift. And so I want you to get that. You have to make room for your gift. Before your gift will make room for you. You see, every single one of those people that I listed their names, the reason why their platforms grew to the magnitude that they did, the reason why they were able to impact the amount of lives that they've impacted, the reason why they continue to impact lives for those that I listed that are still alive, is because they're operating in their area of gifting. And they have also taken the time to develop their gift. And so I want you to understand this. It is your responsibility to make room. Do me a favor right now in the comment section, put hashtag make room, hashtag make room, hashtag make room, and make sure you're hitting the share button, but put hashtag make room, because I want you to get this, that before your gift will do amazing things for you, you have to first make room for your gift. Listen, there's a lot of people that I tell you, at the end of their name, this is what should be written at the end of their name. The greatest that never was. I'm going to say that again. There's a whole bunch of people that on their epitaph, when they pass away, what should be written behind their name is the greatest that never was. I'm going to say that again. There's a lot of people that you know. There's a lot of people, right? And we want to make sure that we don't end up being one of those people. That on the end of their epitaph, okay, at their eulogy, and if you were to read their bio, there should be a line in there that says the greatest that never was, because they could have been the greatest businessman, the greatest businesswoman. They could have been the greatest singer, the greatest actor or actress. They could have been the greatest CEO. They could have been the greatest speaker. They could have been the greatest coach. They could have been the greatest influencer. They could have been the greatest at what it is that they were doing. But the reason why you would never, ever hear their name, the reason why you would never, ever hear or ever hear their name mentioned with the word greatness is because of the fact, not because they didn't have the gift, but because they never made room for the gift. And so I want you to understand, I'm not just talking about those special gifts. Some of you, as soon as you hear the word gift, your brain immediately goes to singing, acting, athletics, and so forth. Understand that there are many different gifts. People have gifts of creativity. People have gifts of administration. People have gift of business. People have the gift of investing. People have the gift of communication. There are so many additional gifts. And don't think that the gifts are for like an elect group of people. Every single person has a very special, unique gift. Now, here's what I believe, that over 90% of people would never figure out what that gift is, let alone to develop that gift, okay? And so there are many people who they're going to go to their grave and they would never even identify their gift, nor would they ever take the time to develop the gift. But I understand that you're not part of that 90%. You're part of the elect less than 10% that will discover what your gift is. And all I'm asking you to do is to take the time to make room for your gift. Because when you begin to make room for it, and part of making room for your gift is you've got to take a chance on the gift. Part of making room for your gift is you've got to stop treating it like a hobby and start getting very intentional about developing it. Part of making room for your gift means that you're going to put in the work, the effort, the energy to develop the gift. And so I can tell you right now, when I left my corporate job, I remember when I was first exploring the possibility of me becoming a speaker and a coach and so forth. And I remember literally walking in my living room back and forth. And I had one of those old school tape recorders. You remember those little teeny tape recorder sets? And I would record myself in the living room and pretend as if I were delivering motivational messages, pretend as if I were delivering messages. And I feel so sorry for some of my friends at that time. I would send them recording of my messages and I would ask them to listen to it. And they'd be like, Andy, who are you talking to? I was like, man, I wasn't talking to nobody. I was talking to the furniture in the living room, right? And so, you know, somebody might say that's crazy. So you mean, Andy, you were like just pacing back and forth in your living room, recording yourself, making your poor friends listen to you? Yes, that's what I was doing. And you might think it's crazy, but I want you to understand this. I was making room for my gift. I was developing my gift. And then after a while, guess what? I was done just speaking in the living room. The living room I felt wasn't big enough. I needed a bigger stage. So I started going in my backyard and I started pacing back and forth in the backyard, and I would speak to the trees and act as if the trees were my audience. And I would practice on the trees. And one of my neighbors, I'll never forget this. One of my neighbors walked in the backyard one day and she looked back there and she looked at me talking to those trees. She thought I was bananas. She thought I had lost my mind. And even though she thought I lost my mind, I didn't lose my mind because she couldn't see what I saw. You see, at that time, I was developing my gift. I was working on my gift. I was making room for my gift. And so what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to start developing your gift. I'm asking you to figure out, what is it that you were called to do? What is it that has your name written all over it? What is it that you were called to do that if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it? And so you've heard it over and over again. There's probably something that has your name on it, something that you were called to do, something that you were meant to do, that you may perhaps decide that you're going to go ahead and just keep your head down and you're not going to work on your gift, you're not exploring your gift, and you're thinking somebody else is going to answer the call. You're thinking somebody else is going to take your place. Listen, nobody else is going to do the thing that you were placed on this earth to do. Nobody else is going to deliver your speech. Nobody else is going to coach the people you're designed to coach. Nobody else is going to go ahead and start the business that you were supposed to start. Nobody else is going to do any of the things that you were designed to do. Either you are going to fulfill your assignment or your assignment would not be fulfilled, period, right? Because your assignment can only be fulfilled by one person and one person only, and that person is you. That is the only person that has the key to actually fulfilling your assignment. And understand this, if you don't fulfill your assignment, there will forever be a blank seat where you were supposed to sit down. There will forever be a blank spot on the stage where you were supposed to show up. There will forever be a blank book on the bookshelf with the book that you were supposed to write. It will be a blank. Don't think that somebody else is going to do it. No, don't think somebody else. They got their own assignment. They got their own thing they're supposed to do. You've got your assignment. So my question for you is, number one, what is your assignment? And number two, are you willing to make room? Are you willing to make room for your assignment? Or if you're willing to make room for your assignment, I want you right now in the comment section, say yes. If you're willing to make room for your assignment, put yes, 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 because I believe that's the missing link. Like, that's the thing that people aren't doing. I'm thinking about my cousin right now, 20 years as a successful makeup artist. She's applying makeup on the faces on the sets of some of the biggest shows and on movie sets. And she's applied makeup on some of the biggest stars and some of the biggest celebrities and also and some very awesome high-end fashion models. But I remember when she was just making room for her gift, and part of her making room for her gift was getting on an airplane from Florida, flying out to California, and volunteering and working without getting paid to develop her gift, to make room for her gift. And it's been years, and now she's had a successful 20-year career. And there are people who may look on her and say, oh my goodness, she's so amazing, her gift is so amazing, but they didn't see when she made room for her gift. And what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to make room for your gift. I'm asking you to stop hiding out. I'm telling you that there's no more time for you to hide out. You've got to make room for your gift. Do not think, because I don't want you to just think that it's a one-part relationship. Listen, I want you to get this. There's no direct correlation between you being given a gift and you actually fulfilling and fully utilizing that gift. Just because you have been given a gift does not mean that you're going to fully realize that gift. I want you to get that. It is a responsibility that you have to develop that gift, to make room for the gift, so that ultimately you become known for that area of gifting. But I want you to understand, there are many people, I told you again, that the end of their name, you might as well put the greatest that never was, because they would have been the greatest at the thing that they were supposed to do, but they were never willing to take a chance. They were never willing to start the business. They were never willing to write the book. They were never willing to start speaking. They were never willing to take their singing full time. They were never willing to do the thing that they were supposed to do. And so behind their name, you can put the greatest that never was, because they never made room for their gift. And all I'm saying to you is this, is I know this for 100% certainty. I don't care if right now you're listening to me and you're 19 years old, or if you're listening to me right now and you're 90 years old. I don't care right now if you're listening to me and you've got over $1 million in your bank account, or if all you got is $100 in your bank account. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, Puerto Rican. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're Latina. I don't care if you're Indian, Native American. It doesn't matter. One thing I know for sure is if you can hear my voice right now, if you are breathing, you have a gift. And this is a gift that was given to you. And I don't care if you've gone all your life not knowing what the gift is. If you've gone all your life thinking that you don't have a gift, I'm going to tell you right now, you have been mistaken. You have a gift. It is a special gift. That gift that you have, nobody else has that gift the way that you have that gift. And it is your responsibility to, number one, discover what that gift is, but number two, to make room for the gift. And you say, well, Andy, how do I make room for it? You make room for the gift by developing it. You make room for the gift by investing in it. You make room for the gift by cultivating it. You make room for the gift by stretching it. You make room for the gift by making it better and stronger and becoming more efficient and more amazing at it. And the more that you make room for the gift, the more that the gift begins to make room for you. Yes, yes, it is true. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men and women. But make no mistake about it. before your gift will make room for you, you must first make room for your gift. And so I'm inviting you to think about what your gift is. And I'm also inviting you to begin to make room for your gift. If you are committed to making room for your gift, I want you to do two things. Number one, I want you to share this message, but I want you to put in the comment section, I want you to just go ahead and put make room, make room, make room. That's your way of letting me know that you are going to make room for your gift, because I just can't take it anymore. I don't know if I could tolerate just seeing so many amazing people who are so gifted, who are so talented, who do not have the ability to see their gift, that life has beaten them up, that they have been boggled down with the daily things that are going on in life. They've heard no after no. They've been rejected. They've gone through some struggles. They're working their job. They're trying to pay their bills. And all those things are important. I understand there are means of survival, but those things sometimes can get you so bombarded and so focused on just trying to survive that you miss out on the fact that you have this amazing gift, this amazing thing that's in you that you just need to begin to develop, that you need to cultivate. And so all I'm asking is if you heard any part of this message, is that you explore, number one, to figure out what your gift is, but that number two, that you begin to make room for your gift. And part of that is developing it, cultivating it, leveraging it, continuing to invest in it, and watch as your gift becomes better, as it becomes stronger. And the more that you work on your gift and the more that you develop your gift, the more doors that it begins to open for you, the more people that it puts you in front of, the more impact that allows you to make, the more that allows you to be a blessing unto others. And as a result, by default, it begins to bless you. And yes, it will open up doors for you. Yes, it will allow you to travel. Yes, it will allow you to make money beyond your wildest dreams. But before any of that happens, you have to first be willing to make room for your gift. And so if you got just a little part of this message, any part of this message, I hope that you begin to create a bit of a shift and understand that, yes, it is true. Yes, you hear it all the time. Your gift will make room for you. But I want you to understand that there's a reciprocal relationship. And the relationship is that there's a responsibility on your behalf to make room for your gift, because there are many gifted people that you would never hear about. There are gifted singers that would never make it on the big stage. There are gifted writers that would never be a best-selling author or author ever. There are gifted business people that would never start the business. There are gifted leaders that would never become the leader and CEO of an organization. There are creative people who would never start up the startup company. There are people who have the gift, tremendous gifts, that would never, ever be able to fulfill and realize those gifts because they never believed enough in the gift to make room for it. They never explored the gift to decide what it was and develop it. And so I hope that, number one, that you know what your gift is, but number two, I hope that you begin to make room for your gift. And I'm hoping that you really begin to develop it, because that's when things begin to change. And I am so glad that you decided to tune in and join me for tonight's message. And let me just say this, for those of you who, one of your areas of gifting, like you believe that part of your area of gifting is that you are called to be an influencer. If you believe that, part of your gifting is really to influence people through your business, part of influencing people as a coach and as a speaker, I want to be able to help you to be able to develop your gift. I want to help you to make room for the gift. Remember, I told you that part of making room for your gift is developing the gift, cultivating the gift. For those of you that that part of your area of gifting, like you're an entrepreneur, you are a business owner, you're having success, and you want to grow and scale your business. You are a speaker and a coach. You're a successful speaker and a coach, and you want to be able to become more successful as a speaker and a coach. You want to make more impact. You want to become better at being able to share your message, to be able to leverage your message. Listen, I want to help you to make room for your gift. I want to help you to further develop your gift. I want to invite you to a training that I'm going to be doing in September, on September 13th through the 15th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It is known as my Master Storyteller Academy. It is my Master Storyteller Academy. My Master Storyteller Academy is a 3-day training where I work with people who are successful entrepreneurs, speakers, and coaches, and I help them to be able to develop their signature story so that ultimately they can build greater connection and get greater conversion, so that they can use their story, so that they can be better on Facebook Lives, when they're doing interviews, when they're doing podcasts, when they're sharing their message from the stage, when they're speaking with their customers and their clients one-on-one, to help them to be able to build connection so that they can make more impact and then ultimately make more income. Like, if you know that you're an entrepreneur and you want to level up, you're a speaker and you want to level up, you are a coach and you want to level up, you want to be able to strengthen your message, you want to become better at communicating your message so that you can make more impact, then what I want you to do is I want you to head on over to masterstorytelleracademy.com. Once again, that is masterstorytelleracademy.com. And when you get there, you're going to see a place where you can fill out a super quick application. Fill out that application, and either myself or someone on my team is going to give you all the details you need so that you can make a decision whether or not you're going to join us in September 13th through the 15th. Also, let me tell you this. There's a short video at the top. If you click the button, you can view the video, and that video will give you a little highlight and show you the tremendous value that takes place at the Master Storyteller Academy. Look, I'm looking forward to those of you who are going to be joining me in September in Fort Lauderdale, September 13th through the 15th. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to helping you to make room for your gift. And so I told you this at the beginning. Every single one of us, we have tremendous gift, but there are many people who have a gift. They're never, ever going to be able to make the level of impact that they should with the gift because of the fact that they never take the time to make room for their gift. And so I want to challenge you to make room for your gift. I want you to continue to develop that gift and cultivate that gift, because if you make room for your gift, then your gift will make room for you. And yes, your gift will make room for you. It will bring you before great men and women, but I want you to understand that there is a responsibility on your end to first make room for your gift. And so I want to thank you so much for joining me on tonight's Thursday night Show for Your Life Motivational live stream. You can join me, of course, same time, same place next week, Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Do me a favor, go ahead and share this message. Hit the share button, and once you're done hitting the share button, go ahead and put hashtag shared, hashtag shared. That lets me know that you shared this message, because I know that there's somebody you're connected to that could really benefit from hearing tonight's message. Make room for your gift. And so let me give a shout out to a couple people. Hey, Darren, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Pat, thank you for joining me. Natasha, thank you for joining me. Valerie, thank you for joining me. Kelly, thank you for joining me. Lachelle, thank you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Always, always great to see all of you. Thank you. Please share this message. I know there's somebody you're connected to. Tia, thank you so much for joining me on tonight's message. Rob, thank you so much for joining me. I want to appreciate Tori. Thank you for joining me. I thank you all for tuning in on the Thursday night Show for Your Life Motivational live stream. But remember, I want you to make room for your gift. And part of making room for your gift is taking a chance on your gift, betting on your gift. Stop treating your gift like a hobby and be willing to go all in. Cultivate the gift, because if you make room for your gift, then your gift will make room for you. And yes, it will bring you before great men and great women. Thank you, Patrick, for sharing. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody, have a wonderful evening. God bless. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.